Hello everyone, this is Spirelli and welcome to Signs of the Sojourner. Signs of the Sojourner. That's what it is now. So, I want to play the Prologue, which is a demo version to check out this game and to see that I'm going to play it on the channel. And yeah, it's it. Let's start. Begin story. Oh wait, are there any settings? Graphics, gameplay, tutorial, yes please. That seems good. Then let's get started. A childhood spat. The worst fight you and Elias ever had was over a strange locket in Mom's desk. Curiosity got the best of you, but Elias was afraid of getting in trouble. Your mom has collected so much cool stuff in here. How many towns has she visited now? These are all the same. Thanks for giving me a choice. Oh, okay. Drag and drop cards onto the placemat to play them. Okay. I was just reading this. The circle stands for empathetic and observant, and the triangle stands for logical and diplomatic. So I'm playing something, and then he's playing something. So I'm trying to be... Which one am I trying to be? Am I trying to be the one on the right? Conversations. Complete a sequence will earn a white dot. A mismatch will earn a black dot. When all white or black dots have been earned, the conversation will end. Click on speech bubbles to view previous dialogue. Let's play Caravaneers, just like her. You be the driver, I'll be the navigator. Wait, hang on. You shouldn't look in her desk. She's gonna be mad. Is that a locket? I've never seen your mom wear a locket. Hey, you're not listening. We shouldn't be snooping. Okay, what happened there? I think I had to do that because I didn't have anything to not do it. Or did I? Wow, so I can't. This is a mismatch. Okay. I don't have a card that fits it. Your calendar, inventory cards, character profiles and settings. No, I don't want to do that right now. Why do you always drag me into stuff like this? Put it back before we get caught. Childhood Spat. That fight could have only ended how it did. You and Elias talked past each other. Sometimes Mom said it's fine to not get along. But that time she stepped in to mediate. You two, what are you doing in here? I need to leave soon. The caravan's almost here. Come say goodbye. What are you even fighting about? Okay. So now I actually have a choice. But I still don't understand. Am I trying to be empathetic? A chord. Created when you and the other person each play one card, together connecting 4 of the same symbol in the row. A chord will protect your progress when a mismatch is made. Okay. Now it all lined up to get to a white dot. It's okay to not always understand each other. One miscommunication doesn't have to end a friendship. Let me help you figure this out. If you get a little lost, think about how he's reacted in the past. How have you been able to connect and get past your differences? Oh. Doing this again. Let me be very empathetic. Okay. So I basically have to learn what kind of cards he has and usually plays, and then act according to that. That's interesting. Not all disagreements have to be the end of your friendship. Listen to each other, see if you can find common ground. Mom steps in. You think back on it 5 years later, after Mom passed on, and you and Elias had to rely on each other all the more. 15 years later, that's a jump. Farewell. It's your first time back inside Mom's old store since the funeral. All told, she didn't leave much. She was always on the road, and what she brought back sold fast. Elias runs his hands down an empty shelf before clearing his throat. You feel it too, don't you? The, weirdness of being in here without your mom. Can't seem to wrap my head around her being gone. My bad, I'm the one making things weird. So, empathy all the way. Oh, what's he do? Accommodate. Duplicates both symbols of the previous card. I see. More empathy. Yeah, you're right. She wouldn't want us to twirl. I gotta cheer up. After all, she always looked so pleased when she was here. Making people smile, giving them samples of cool new stuff, even if they were broke. I think it might just have been her favorite place. She'd be so happy to see the two of us taking over the store like this. You out on the open road and me, keeping an eye on things here, which is totally just as exciting. Not that I mind, of course. Being stuck out there in the caravan would drive me crazy. Okay, displaying all my empathy cards. Oh, there's the caravan now, right on schedule. The leader, Nadine, runs a tight ship, but I don't trust her. You don't trust her? Huh. Why not? I hear she's planning to drop the town from the caravan route. That'd be real bad for Barto. Hi, while you're out there, maybe you can change her mind. Empathy. Oh, I can't do it anymore. Oh, but he has one like that as well. No matter what, you're gonna do great. I bet you'll come back with a bunch of cool stuff. You packed everything you need, right? Socks? If the truck breaks down out there and you don't have socks, it's all over. Not to be traumatic or anything. Don't worry about this place. It's in good hands. Take care of yourself out there. You miss Elias too, and wish you didn't have to leave so soon. You've planned the strip for a while, but it only started to feel real in the last few hours. The store needs 3 new products. Choose a card from your experience to gain, and a card from your past to forget. Well, accommodate seems like a great card. Then I'm gonna get rid of one of these. Okay. Home. That's a lot of information there. Barto, quiet enough to hear the grasshoppers rub their wings together at dawn, and the crickets at dusk. You know the name, nickname, and favorite color of every person in town. It's past time to leave for a spell. So this is both the symbols of logic and empathy. Nadine, the resolute leader of the caravan. Follow close. Almost a dozen vehicles sputter down Barto's dirt road. Their engines once signaled Mom's imminent departure, as well as her return. Nadine, sitting on the running board of her truck grab, gestures for your attention. I trust you have sufficient provisions for the road. A first stop will be Pachenko, the artist colony. Nadine mentioned a place for Mom's stories. Pachenko. Be alert. Reptiles cross Thunder Lizard Road to the heart's content. You'd want guts on your windshield. You don't want guts on your windshield. Nadine taught me about the road from home to Pachenko. Okay. So basically playing this because this is what it showed in her overview of who she is. My condolences for your loss. Your mom and I had our differences, but I respect her all the same. Before the caravan heads out, we need to talk. We are talking. Unless you turn the store around and keep it well stocked, the caravan will have to trap batter from the route. No. Empathy. And a bit of logic. Oh, she doesn't have that. Oh, but this saved the progress. Okay. I see, I see. Without the store in good shape, it doesn't make sense for the caravan to stop here. Awful waste of resources. I probably don't have to spell it out that this would be bad for Batu. I know you all depend on the traffic. Yeah, it would, then... I mean, yeah. It's not my choice, not entirely. I make the final call, but I'm beholden to the caravan's members and their needs. Believe it or not, Batu would be trapped already if I didn't owe your mom a favor. I argued on your behalf. Infinite empathy. It might not sound like it, kid, but I'm in your corner. My hands are tight with this. I want to see you succeed. Follow close. Nothing about the situation is good, but Nadine probably isn't to blame. You thank her for the information. Nadine mentioned a place for Mom's stories. Oh, this is done in my... in my notebook. I'm going to exchange one of that into the opposite way around. Okay, and now I can move on, set out to your next trip. You might not be home for a while. Let me first look into this. Okay, trips remaining 5. And there's going to be the last trip. This is today. All the things that happened today. The caravan's first stop. We need to find 3 items. I don't have any items yet. Here's my cards. And the abilities discover. Okay, so there's a bunch of different abilities. And here's the profiles. Total concordant conversation. Total discordant conversation, current and battle. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of people in this. Okay. Move on. What am I supposed to do? Why did it open this? Okay. I guess it would have opened for me anyway if I just waited for a bit. The caravan's first stop on the route. Pachenko, a thriving arts community on the high plateau. Mom's oldest friend, Isabella, lives here. The caravan's first stop on the route. Let's go. Pachenko. Oh, she's cute. The twisty canyon road leading to Pachenko would send a great... The twisty canyon roads leading to Pachenko would send a green traveler in circles. A round-down vehicle has trouble with the last slope up to the plateau, but Nadine leaves no one behind. And this is Isabella, an amazing confectioner and an old friend of Mom's. Also has logic and empathy. Mom's favorite candy. Isabella keeps the door to her shop propped open, flooding Pachenko with the sweet scent of the fresh licorice, caramels, and other sugary confections. Irresistible advertising. Yeah. That's how they get you. Oh, you're so far from home. When I saw you come in here, for just a moment, I'd have sworn you were her, the very image. I wish I could have stayed around longer after a funeral. I can't get too much time away from the shop, you know. Okay. What do? Clarify. Can be inserted between any valid match or blade normally. Okay, so now we have 4 of that symbol. Let's do some more. It was beautiful, her funeral. You did so well, scattering her ashes as the sun rose of the houses. Not a dry eye left in town that day. How can you do well at a funeral? She chose Barto. I knew her longer than anyone, and there's no place she'd rather rest. Oh, you started. Okay. Oh, and now this has a double thingy. Nice. Do you love licorice the way she did? I always saw her chewing on a rope like it was a stalk of wheat. Go on, have some. Take some for a store too. Well, your store. Actually, I despise it. Ugh. Mom's favorite candy. You were never close with Isabella, but she always seemed kind to Mom. This could be a chance to become better friends and sample some tasty candy. So the character, definitely, I want that. Because I can insert it. Nadine, she's admiring some of the public art. Let's talk to her too. Among artists, Nadine contemplates a cast bronze sculpture of a frog-necked lizard whose head has been replaced with a man's vacant features. She rubs her chin for a while, chewing on some thoughts. Mind if I help you? You handle those steep hills and inclines well. The command next up will be Clifton, the market town. Okay. Do you mention a place from Mom's history? Clifton? The route we take is prone to landslides. Right close. If I can't see your truck, I can't protect you. Okay, she told me about the route from Pachenko to Clifton. Whoop. I mean, currently I don't feel like I'm doing much. Like I'm just playing the cards, but your mom, she had a lot of history here in Pachenko. Many friends, I believe. She always loved the licorice. We admired the sculpture with Nadine in companionable silence for a moment, imagining how Mom must have found herself in an identical situation many, many times over the years. What do I want? Guess we're gonna move on. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm making any choices yet, but I mean, it is still the tutorial. This canyon town has some incredible views of the long expanse. Oh, what's that? I got a card. Fatigue. Gain fatigue over time as you travel. Returning home and unpacking your items will remove it. Fatigue cannot match with any symbol. Okay. I don't want to have it then. Clifton. Every turn down the street... Oh. 2 people here. Every turn down the streets of Clifton seems to reveal another mountain in the distance, another horizon. Nadine doesn't stop for sightseers though. You watch for pedestrians as the caravan rolls downtown. We have Ramir, a man from the caravan who looks familiar. And Claes. She's watching travelers walk past. She's helping caravan members replace a tire. Let's talk to them then. Familiar face. You know this man, Ramir. He grew up in Barto, travelled with the caravan. Turned from neighbour to visitor. He's sitting off the hood of the car, the same way he used to sit off his porch way back in the day. First time with a caravan, ain't it? Hope your mom taught you the ropes. It's not easy out here. I remember my first time. Pachenko, Clifton, Buckern Barrow. A whirlwind of no experiences. Just keep your cool. The road to Buckenborough shreds a lot of tires. Don't panic if it all goes to hell. Okay. Much more logic in here. And I already can't play. Just listen for a moment. I'm trying to impart some words of wisdom to you here. You won't get anywhere out here if you don't learn how to listen. I don't have a card that starts with that in my hand. But I can insert this here. Observe reveals the other person's hand when played. Oh. Accommodate do collect both symbols of the previous card. There we go! Remember, everyone you meet on the road is out here for a reason. Most won't tell you what that is. Don't believe every word that comes out of someone's mouth, even if they're nice. Especially if they're nice. I always respected your mom. She thrived out here, completely in her element. A shock if I ever knew one. Just because you had friends on the road doesn't mean you do. You don't inherit connections. Oh. Tough. You see my cards, you know that I can't respond to that. Okay. Oh, but he played it because there's 4 in a row. It took your mom years to build a network. It'll take you time too. I don't want to see you ruin what she made. Not gonna to. Seems worldly. He listened as he spins tales of his experiences on the road, taking his advice to heart. Okay. So this could have gone differently, but I still feel like it was very much not down to choice. Let's talk to Klaus then. Snack Peddler. Vendors in Clifton compete to make the grandest promises, delivered with the loudest, most tenacious voice. For every woo, there's a product that can fix it. Klaus, on the other hand, is quiet, barely audible beneath the crowds. You must be with that caravan. Hello to you, traveller. Safety in numbers, is that it? Very wise. I'm a humble peddler of roasted nuts. Don't you enjoy those, traveller? Who does not? Life's simple pleasure. Okay. Oh, that's my fatigue. No, I don't want to play that. Made it through. I only have 4 cards in hand because of the fatigue. But don't tell anyone. If everyone knew I sell roasted nuts, they'd buy them up. None left for you. We can share a secret, can't we? You and I. Just a little information, a mere factoid, kept safe between us. Perhaps you might even trust me with your own secrets. You know so much about me and I so little about you. Scandalous. So does that mean I revealed my secrets and I could have not? If someone inquires after these roasted nuts, simply laugh, smile, and toss a delicious handful into your mouth. Snack Peddler. Claire's disorienting sales pitch almost makes the roasted nut sound like some odd metaphor until she physically hands you a bundle of them. Choose a card from your experience today. How many of these do I have? 1, 2. 2 of the others. Can I theoretically just do this and keep my deck the way it is? Okay, I can't talk to her right now because she is busy. Hey! Simple Detour. The bright, unobstructed sun over Clifton powers up the truck quicker than usual. Uninvited, Rami opens a passenger side door and hops inside. What a rude man. Got a proposition. The caravans usually gets around to anchor last, but I've something there to take care of. So, can I tell him off? When do I fail? Do I ever want to fail? What is... I still don't quite get how I'm influencing things because I'm just trying to do my best to connect them correctly. It's that whole business with the railroad. Got a lot of folks working to get the train back in operation. Whenever something like that goes on, there's money to be made. And I don't mean from manual labor. No thanks. Okay. So I can see his card. I can accommodate. Okay, made it through. The place the clan goes next, Buchanborough. It's a nowhere town. Less fox than batter. Serious. All the endless junk for sale in Anchor would impress the homebodies back in Batter. Worth your time. Forget about it. I'll go by myself. I didn't have a card that I could play that would work. I'm sorry. I'm used to flying solo anyway. We tried to convince Rami that leaving the command is unsafe, but he's not hearing out a greenhorn. Rami will travel on his own. Maybe one of those. So if I've had different cards or chosen the cards at a different time, I could have turned this out differently and actually traveled to Anka. Buchanborough, a dusty old stop left behind when the railroad broke down. A rat-tailed hog perches on the dormant railroad tracks of the Buchanborough, gulping down a lizard. The few vendors in town wait outside the stores, windows cleaned and sidewalks swept. They count on the caravan's arrival. This is Matilda. She's grinding leaves in a mortar. That makes more sense. Leaves to powder. Matilda's business resides in a low, earth-colored house, the first floor converted into a storefront. Barrels line the walls, filled with fresh tea leaves whose scents compete for your attention. Okay, hey, we've got a lucky duck over here. I just about sold out of my world famous matcha. I grind the tea leaves up myself. Takes so long, but it's soothing, not tedious. Kind of like meditation. Yeah, you don't ever have to do everything like the most efficiently. And this means how often I can basically fail because it's before it's failed. Whoop. I sourced the tea leaves from out near Aldhurst. Not enough shade around here. The sun is too brutal. You ever been out that way? I swear they won the climate lottery. But the sea will eat them first, so... Ow. That's a way to look at things. That's just how it goes, huh? Pick up and move wherever still habitable. Who knows when the groundwater will run out here. Can you do this? Yes. Reconsider. Redraws your hand when played. Okay. Nice. I want to have that, please. Okay, there we go. Working well together. That's why I meditate, huh? Only peace I got from watching the world die around me. So, much yet? Come see me again and maybe I'll read your fortune, if you're lucky. Matilda's matcha smells incredible. You're lucky to have gotten some. Matilda promised to read your fortune if you return. If you return, so I don't have to. Give me this. Okay, and talking to Nadine. She's enjoying a bowl of matcha. Oh, where'd you get that from? Ghost Town. At a small table outside a store, Nadine whisks matcha in a tea bowl. Her motions are precise. Not a single drop spills. Your presence feels intrusive, like you've interrupted some personal ritual. Still here? Your final stop in the road will be Aldhurst. Some call it scenic, I don't care for it. Roads in poor condition, more than most. Many travellers bypass Buchanborough, but I enjoy their matcha. Whoop. 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 This place, Buchanborough, it reminds me of Batter. Do you find that to be an accurate assessment? You leave Nadine to sip a drink in peace. There's a card to gain. Is that because that's all that we played? So that's the only thing we can get. That's a bit further away. It looks greener on the map. Aldhurst. Oh, what's that? Creative and intrusious. A scenic town known for its comfortable climate. Let's go. There's a new kind of... No fatigue. No, don't. Aldhurst. The central plaza bustles with families out enjoying the weather. Weavers and rock makers in the open-air workshops, and odd folks playing cravar in the shade. Bato only gets a couple days a year, they smiled. To Soto, he takes pickles to the pinnacle. Bright Pickler. The shelves in Soto's store rise almost 20 feet, filled with jars of colourful foods. They rise from rolling leather. The supply here could feed a small town for a month. If they want to eat only pickles. I'll pickle anything you can imagine here. Anything. Look at these shelves and call me a liar. Huh. I don't have that. So let's get rid of my fatigue. Oh no, that's not good. I thought it would also get rid of the fatigue, but I just get rid of all the card until the first blocking card. Come on, kid. Everyone likes pickles, right? Can't convince me otherwise. Okay, sorry. I can't really communicate with you. Let me look at your cards. Okay. Give me a flavor spin. Knock your socks off. Oh, that was not a good card. Because he can't play anything to that. Oh, we couldn't communicate at all. What's this I hear about an old man becoming a pickle? Preposterous. Please, no such nonsense in my shop. Pickler. Tosato has an impressive variety of pickled goods, the curious appearance of which makes your mind conjure up foodborne illnesses. Give me this. Nadine, she whistles for you to come over. Legacies. Nadine, loading up a vehicle with pots of kimchi, whistles for your attention. It's hard to tell if the condescension is intentional or not. So you made it. The caravan splits here. I don't take greenhorns out towards Old Marrow. Too dangerous for your maiden voyage. If you take the direct route back from here, you'll be fine. It's mostly downhill that direction. Scenic road too. Okay. We are just going to be pathetic and a bit logical. Let me look at your cards. Ah, it's not good. She'll fail the next one. Speaking of liabilities, have you seen Arimia? Lost him around Clifton. Hope he's not getting into too much trouble. Starting to get invested in these people and their stories. Listen, out of respect for your mom, I'm gonna tell you something I probably shouldn't. Ever heard of the Rilkers? They're practically royalty in Old Murray and got ties all over the place. The word's law, and they've threatened to shut the caravan out of Old Murray if I don't chop Barter from the road. Now, I'm not one to bend so easily, but it does make things more complicated. Your star really needs to shine for the caravan to stand up to them. I'll try. You get that truck inspected recently? The oil slick there ain't usually a good sign. Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to break down out here. Okay. Everything starts with a... No, duplicating previous cards doesn't help. Okay, so I will have to... I don't have a card. Ugh. Is this protected? Okay, she got this. Whew. Why this is happening now, I can't say. Could be your mom had some dirt on the Rutgers. Word is she had some run-ins with them in the past, and by all accounts they're the type to hold grudges. The timing could be better, but it's important you understand. Your mom, she was a complex woman. She had lots of opinions and made a habit of making waves wherever she went. Not the easiest person to travel with. You follow this caravan's path, the same one your mom took, and you're bound to learn some things about her. Some good, some not so much. Redraw my hand. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, she definitely has cards starting with that. And then we made it through the conversation. As for you and me, I don't believe kids always take after their parents. That'd be unfair. So don't start trouble and there won't be none. I run this caravan so no one else has to, and I like it run a certain way. Safe. Legacies. You're grateful to Nadine for telling you the whole story, even if you're not sure what to do with the info. You endured the caravan route. I feel like I don't have enough of these. But then I don't know what to give away for that. It really depends on who I'm talking to. Move on. Which means moving back, right? Yes. I can't select to go here. Alt-Marais, more commonly known as the Drowning City. The caravan continues here without you. They have direct and forceful. Creative and intrusive. Well, they also have direct and forceful anchor, an old industrial city once connected to the railroads. But we are going back. I'll need to get back for the reopening, but not before I stock up items with the caravan. Are you sure you want to return? This will end your current trip and you won't be able to leave again until after you unpack your items. Well, what do I have? And do I have option? I have 3 items. Oh, I could drive back to other places, but there's no one to talk to. Yeah, no one here is available to speak to you right now. So let's go. Yes. Home. Coming home to Bato after time away always feels strange, like someone rearranged the bedroom while you slept. All the same pieces are still there, mostly, but what's different and what's misremembered, there's no telling. Elias, best friends forever, you always said. Returning home, you find Elias at home, sitting on the floor, surrounded by craft materials, glue, markers, cardstocks, tiny polystyrene sheets. He looks exhausted. Hey there. Hey, look who made it back in one piece. While you were gone, I made something you can stock in the store. Bato keyrings. People love souvenir. Looks like you got plenty of stuff for the store ready, but these will be popular. They make good mementos to help travelers remember Bato. You don't owe me this time, haha, unless they're really popular. Oh, and you won't believe what else I found while you were gone. Check it out, your mom's old locket. Ah, double fatigue. Okay. Easily got through that one. Don't worry, I won't get upset with you for taking it this time. In fact, I think you should. A good luck charm of your own. You might need it out on the road. Okay. I need to reshuffle my hands, I have exhaustion. Anyway, how was the caravan? Did Nadine say anything else about Biter or your mom? You didn't have to break the news to anyone, did you? But rumors probably spread fast on the road. Let's look at your cards. Okay. You managed to get Nadine to tell you more. That's impressive. You're natural. I wonder what the Rutgers have got to do with your mom. They've got ties all over the place from what I hear. No wonder they're able to pressure the caravan. So, basically in this game, I'm always trying to communicate, but I don't always succeed. My goal though is always to get the white dot. Am I getting this right? Because it does feel then like I don't really have a choice to wave it one way or another. It's not like you say something and if I'm all for that thing, I will try to go for like making it, and if not, I'll try to fail it. Or maybe I'm just not getting it correctly. Gotta say, Nadine kinda intimidates me, but maybe there's more to her than meets the eye. Sorry. I guess you have to be tough to make it out down the road, kind of like your mom was. Sounds like they butted heads. I'm still not sure I trust Nadine. Rutgers or no Rutgers, it'd be real bad for lots of good people if the caravan stopped coming here. We gotta keep the store doing well, so there is no excuse for them to drop out from the route. 3 exhaustion. Now get rid of them, but now it doesn't matter anymore because this conversation is over. Whatever. I won't make a fuss when Nadine comes around. Maybe, but she's not some authority on your mom. Elias is bursting with excitement over the store. 1 second. It's definitely longer than I expected. And my voice is giving out a bit. Elias is bursting with excitement of the store. Hopefully these keyrings will be a hit. Everyone has keys, right? Just a fact of life. Oh, and he found Mom's locket. Wonder what's inside. One of these, they are fantastic given to me. Because they just copy whatever it is, so they're perfect. Actually, they're not perfect. They're only perfect the other person plays a card that starts and ends the same way. Well, let's go home. Like I'm home when everything is unpacked. Let's hang Elias. Everything is unpacked. Elias insists that keyrings are the best souvenirs. Matilda's famous matcha, hand ground in Buchanborough. Licorice from Pachenko reminds me of Mum. And roasted nuts from Clifton. Resets. I get rid of my fatigue, and we get to hang out together. You and Elias catch up, picking up right where you left off. You tell him about your first time in the quaint town of Alders. He tells you how proud he is that the store's grand reopening was a success, praising you for stocking an impressive 4 items. Will it be enough for the caravan to stand up to Ruckus? Oh, and I could have gotten more. Solar technician waxed poetic about the sun in Clifton while picked up his groceries. The school teacher bought the liquors for his students. A man wearing a hat and sunglasses bought a Bato keyring, praising the artistry in the deep voice. The Hydra farmer bought a much to study, hoping to improve his own tea crops. Nice. Thank you for completing the prologue of Signs of the Sojourner. And what? Get the full game on Steam. It's telling me to do it. I have to do it. Okay, so this was the game. I think I have a better understanding of how it works. Definitely seems like there are ways to fail like unintentionally. I don't know if there's ever a benefit of failing intentionally. That is what is really interesting me right now. It's like, is there ever a time where I want to fail, or am I just trying to create my cards in a way that I can hopefully talk with the most people? Because then it kind of just is coming down to luck a bit and not a lot of choices. Because I will always just try and pick the card which has some on the right that they most prominently have, or if I have any special effects, try to use them. And I might fail, but then it seems more like I'm being taken along for the ride of the story and I get to draw the cards, but you know, with not much impact. That's what I'm missing a bit, is the amount of impact I can have on this. And I'm really unsure whether it's just because I don't understand correctly, and sometimes I want to turn people down, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it would always be beneficial to complete the cards row. So it's definitely less choice driven than I would like it to be, if I understand it correctly. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you understood from this, because it's still very open. I also think it's very relaxing. I just have to have a different set of expectations going into this than I might have had if I haven't played this prologue. So let me know whatever you think. Let me know whether they should come on the channel and we should travel around, pick up things, and just enjoy the game for what it is, and not wanting it to be a very strategic game in any way. So yeah, Signs of the Sojourner. Hopefully last time I have to say that. I'm still unsure about the name. I liked it. It wasn't what I was expecting, but I liked it very much, and I hope you liked it too. See you around.